to address this directly, this question, which is very common, but we are not allowed to ask this question anywhere, and nobody asks this question even privately, even in writings. It's very strange, and of course, few authors have raised this question, like Ernest Becker, like to a good extent, existentialists, Ayn Rand, Yuji Krishnamurti. There are some think, but they've all been sidelined. In a very serious sense, this question is not asked. And what's the question? What's the point of life when anyway it is going to be end? Very simple question. What's the point of life when anyway it is going to end? Everybody thinks they know that life is going to end, and they know also. But you challenge their beliefs on in a god or in some science mystery and all that. Two things are there: either god or some mystery of science. Somehow they divert their attention from uh, the our ending. But problem is, it never goes away. That is because that's a very basic question. I don't know. For me, it cannot go away. I have to answer this. Maybe the answer is simple, but I have to face it, answer it, accept it, mainly accept it. So, what's the point of life when anyway it is going to die? The point is the second part. When anyway it is going to die is only a words for you. That's my answer. When anyway it is going to end is just words for you. If you really grasp and see fully that it is going to end, a different kind of from that seeing a different kind of freedom, Keredam, let's picnic now, a joy comes. Are you getting me? We are reversing the question. It's a wrong question. It's a question asked because you're not accepting. The irony of the question is that you're not accepting that you're going to pass away. But you are going to pass away. You're going to just pass away, completely finished. Your life is limited for a while only. Then obviously everything goes into dogs for a while, but that is because you're in the transition from half facing. Like you're neither completely believing in immortality or whatever, or completely denying it. You're in the middle, no man's land. No man's land is horrible. You have to come that side, right? That's the whole novel of Death of Ivan Ilyich of Leo Tolstoy. And many people have written. For some reason I feel they have not integrated philosophy science properly. Science tells us the answer. Any doctor knows. Any and every doctor, we all also know. We all also know we can feel it in our body also, no? We can feel it in our body that we're going to go one day. We can feel it in our body that we are part of this earth also. I feel we can feel it in the body that we are came from stars also. Actually, if you're sensitive, you can feel it all, that you're a being. So if you are going to end and you are seeing it, then only then, fully seeing it, in that moment, you are happy because you care a damn. And strangely, you have no emotions left. No emotions. Even about death. If somebody dies also, it will be very odd. They'll think you're very cold. Actually, you're not cold. Actually, you're very, you are the solution really, because you are the solution. The other person is crying because he not able to face. He's looking at this death of some close person, or even a person dying before dying. Tomorrow is dying, and it's like about the transition period. And before he realizes, the last moment he realizes, oh no, life is fine. I just, I just missed it. Gone. That's the last moment. You get me? That's the last moment. Why that last moment should happen now? That is all that people have been trying to say. Yeah, I'm sure people have been trying to say. We didn't listen. I also didn't listen. That's why I'm feeling that first time only I'm understanding this. Many people have said it again and again and again, but they have kind of not integrated properly with science, I feel. They have kept this as spiritual, see? It's a game. But science tells us, forget life. Science tells us that life itself came from matter. That Earth and Sun are going to go, which is why we felt. At least I feel a sense of liberation when I get that facts, the realism of the world. You know, When you read everything, you get to this point. That is why I'm such a big fan of reading sciences and reading modern physics. Just get acquainted with that firsthand. What you see in these memes and in these one line paras are the conclusions. Scientists are not so stupid. They might say this and that, I believe in God, they might say, but they can't believe in a God that way, literally. In fact, I believe scientists lead very profoundly deep, happy lives. Scientists lead very philosophical. They can see the idiocy, the lies they can see. Humanities people can't see. They're all into this beliefs and fights and wars and bullshit analysis of whether Trump is right or wrong. Scientific people know all this is bullshit. So, what's the point of living if anyway you're going to die? It's not the question. Is not that if anyway you're going to die, what's the point of living? That is the reflection. We'll go on with this reflection. For now, it's enough.